Hey, what's up guys? Malt here, and we got some more Konran zanki. GATE01. Prism. Virus. That's right, we got some more of that coming up right now. We're at the 6-hour mark apparently. Don't know how much of that was actually just me being AFK, but that's a decent chunk of time right now, so let's see what's going on next. So, what happened last episode? I pissed off Yuzuki, Yumemi, I think that's what her name was. And also, Chloe randomly showed up out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure that was a bug though. So, what are we doing right now? I honestly don't remember. I should really start learning to look at the last episode before I start my next one. Especially when there's no way to see conversation history in this game as far as I know. Shit. What was I doing? We'll be right back. Okay, so I went back and checked the last video. Apparently, I don't even know where I'm going. I just feel like there's something there. I have to be able to find something, so I'm looking for something to find. So let's go. Oh, okay. All I had to do was walk away. I wasted 5 minutes looking at shit in the last video and being confused. Good job, me. Okay, let's go. Huh? What was that noise just now? Oh, right. I forgot clicking is being weird now. Hanbi? Takatsugu? Hi. What are you both doing here? With the broken TV? What you guys doing here with specifically that broken TV right there, huh? We're playing detectives looking out for clues with the broken TV. My dear Fujita, why are you always looking up for clues in this guy when they can be at ground level? I feel insulted and confused, but alright. Can you at least develop it? I'm guessing she means, can you explain yourself? Come closer. To his demand, I walked closer to Hanbi, who was still crouched next side. Dude, is that actually a word? Next to the fragmented TV. It's I'm guessing next side probably is a word. I mean, it makes sense. Anyways, I guess beside would work way better though. Anyways, as I stopped by his side, he looked up at me, an impish smile beaming on his face, and pointed out something inside the broken TV. I bent over to inspect what he was pointing at, and looking through the still hanging debris of what was once the screen. Wow, I don't know where I said end. Looking through the still hanging debris of what was once the screen, and then something caught my entire attention. The TV. There's nothing inside. I am no tech-savvy man, but TVs aren't usually hollow. That's big brain, dude. Maybe you can figure out what's going on with it and how it operates. Well, it's just weird. Most of the usual components are non-existent. Instead, there's just this thing in the far back, and the screen, it's no regular screen. It looks like some sort of filter. I'd like to dissect it and see exactly what it's supposed to be. I know that I want to help. But how are the both of you going to proceed? You cannot bring it and inspect in your rooms. Dokuroku will be able to monitor your doings. Well, how can he monitor us if we are holding the monitor, huh? That's right. We don't have any other option but to do it here then. My room's closer. I guess it'll be easier for me to do that. I'd like to take the lead on this task. Why, hello there, Uraka. What are y'all doing here? Look who's coming out at long last. Yeah, and? Don't be a pain. Are you feeling a bit better, Uraka? I'm okay. And he just walks away. Only Chloe can fix that, moody lad. Maybe. But I'm still a bit worried for him. He still seems a bit flustered. I should talk to him. Our dear Fujita's selfless concern for the well-being of others never fails to give us hope in humanity. But truthfully, I'm putting high expectations on you, since the two of you are the only ones who are able to elucidate the mystery of the hollow TVs. So I'm guessing elucidate just kind of means solve, but in a really fancy way. Takatsugu and I will try to see about that. Very well then. High spirits always achieve brilliant things. I'm counting on you. Well then, another duty to take care of. I wonder how we're going to deal with this new discovery. I'm happy to know that Takatsugu has volunteered to take care of it. Not that I'm lazy, but I feel relieved to be able to rely on someone. However, I don't feel like working on it now. I need to freshen up my mind first. I remember wanting to talk to Uraraka. Maybe talking to him will fix his issues, maybe even mine as well. They call me the issue fixer, so you know. Do you think, wait, did he walk back into his room or did he walk somewhere else? Let's see. I actually don't remember. Uraraka's not opening? Yeah, it's probably because he walked away. I'm not very aware of things that are happening, I see. Alright, he's probably hanging out in the... Maybe he's taking a shit. Maybe finally we'll be able to do something cool in the restroom. No, he's not. He's not here, guys. I know you guys were excited about that premise, but wait, is he at the gate again? Is he at the GATE01? Prism virus! Nope, he's not here. Alright, let's go over here. Uraraka, urarara, ooh, Chloe. Hello, Chloe. Chloe, Uraraka has finally come out of his room. I know, Fujita. I wanted to talk to him, but he seemed a bit upset. I fear I might have done something bad. I highly doubt it's because of you. Maybe something personal could be the reason to his mood swing. I just need to discover what. I hoped you could do that. I'm not good at finding the right words. Well, I hope you would be the one. I would hope you would be the one to fix him. As much as I'd like to help Uraraka with his personal issues, I have more important things to deal with too. I guess I can still give it a try though. Let's try to fix someone else's problems for them. The professional way. Instead of letting him deal with it himself. Time to pry into his life. Where the hell is he though? So I can pry into his life. Uraraka, there you are. You're just posing in front of the knives. That's kind of sus, actually. Uraraka? Yeah? Oh, wait, no. If you're here to talk about this morning, I don't wanna. What's going on? I'm genuinely worried. Are things just becoming too hard for you to bear them? No, it's just, I've been feeling a bit confused since this morning. It's sucky as hell. Are you having some personal issues? Are you having a hard time getting it? None of it. I mean, kinda, or maybe not. I'm just having lots of flashes. Okay. I think you mean flashbacks, or you're a pervert. Let's see what happens. Lots of flashes. Yeah. But it's all too blurry for me to be able to discern what's going on. Okay, flashbacks. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, actually, blurry censorship. Hey, we can't take it off the table just yet, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. You're definitely going crazy, 100%. You're overthinking it. Click, 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 click. First try. You're just overthinking it. It's all right. Just ignore it.
Oi.
Oh no, I made him pissed at me. Why make me sound like an overly emotional jackass? Wait, you would have been happier if I called you crazy? Well, shit. That wasn't what I meant. It's just that, I mean, maybe that this situation is troubling you so much you're making a bigger deal out of it on an emotional level. That's not what I wanted to say at all. I thought what I'm saying is even going to save my mistake. Yeah, it didn't sound that way. Fuck that though. I really don't want to talk about this anymore. His eyes seem to be getting watery. I'm preparing this picnic. I'd better hurry because I don't have much time left. Everyone's counting on you to prepare the meal again? Yeah, I guess I'm good at this after all. What are you going to prepare then? I feel like making a classic picnic. What do you mean you're making a picnic? Or are we going to eat at the greenhouse? But I want to make something great out of it. After all, it was Chloe's idea. Oh, wait, I forgot. Yes, the picnic was a thing that we were talking about we were going to do before somebody dies. Okay, no, I remember now. Sorry, guys. She has become so much more confident. I need to show her my support for her self-improvement. I want to see her smile. She looks like a little cheery cock. He just keeps on blushing the more he talks about her. I wonder where's their relation going to? Well, so Chloe or Uraraka are going to die soon because they're getting too happy now. One of them is going to die. But it's really none of my business. Where have I left the daikon again? It's right by your hand, Uraraka. Maybe you'd like me to lend you a hand? You seemed a bit troubled. I'd like that, yeah. Sometimes he has a crazy accent, and sometimes he just talks pretty normally. I don't really know how he's supposed to be talking. As I volunteered to become Uraraka's assistant for the second time, I started to feel a bit more worried for him. Maybe it's because I called him an idiot by accident. Although I could witness his cooking skills taking the lead on his actions, his movement seemed a bit more confused, and his way of proceeding more distraught. Every time he would drop something, I would pick it up for him. Every time he would mislay something, I would find it for him. I couldn't guess what the source was of his anguish. I couldn't guess what the source of the anguish that was ricocheting around his mind. But I could notice his determination to ignore it nonetheless. After a solid hour of confectioning a hearty picnic meal, Uraraka and I laid the tablecloth on the ground for everyone to sit on, and placed all the dishes at the center of it. One after the other, our aforementioned companions started joining us in what was planned to be a moment of warmth and fellowship. As it was getting more and more omnipresent, the baleful menace that was constantly surrounding us seemed ironically to be getting us all a bit closer as well. See, I actually understood what that was supposed to be going for, but damn, that was a very poetic way of saying it. The darker it was getting, the brighter was our collectivity shining. And those brief moments of gaiety, those hapless people who were stuck in this facility with me started to seem a bit more like second family. And autosave, that's good. After I said something like that, someone's definitely dead. So, good job. Good job jinxing it, Fujita. Good job. Wow. It all looks so yummy. I've been saving some room in my tummy just for this. You've once again excelled in the matter, Uraraka. Gotta give some credit to that gal over here. She's been pretty helpful. Why do we always find you where the great things happen, Fujita? It's nothing really. It's called being a main character. I just assisted Uraraka. He's the one who made most of it. Always so modest. What are all those good things, by the by? Sunamuno, some tamagoyaki, rei shabu, potato salad. Ah, yes, potato salad. One of these things is not like the others. Onigiris, different types of salads. And here's some karage and koroke. I actually know what some of these things are. For one thing, I think I'm getting better at other languages now. See, potato salad. You guys might be wondering what that is, but basically, it's called a potato salad in English. If you guys weren't sure what it was before, that's what it is. And karage here, that's like fried chicken. That's breaded fried chicken, I'm pretty sure, that you eat with like mayo. Onigiri is like a seaweed wrapped rice ball thing. Tamago I know is an egg, so tamago yaki is probably like egg related. I don't know what karaoke is though, or sunamuna or whatever. I'm not weeb enough. Alright, let's go. I know what that is. Octopus balls, because you asked for some. So cool. Thanks. What about the dessert though? ... The dessert? Fujita, we fucked up. I'm sorry, I really didn't think about it. I'm so sorry, Chloe. I've ruined your picnic. Chloe seemed like frozen in time. She kept looking at the food, her eyes gleaming and her mouth drooping as if like she made a bewildering discovery. She seemed astounded. Chloe, are you alright? Yuto, it's so incredible. Everything looks so scrumptious. You were the greatest cook I've ever seen. I couldn't have imagined a better picnic than that. Really? Chloe, you're the most amazing girl I've ever encountered. A sobbing Uraraka dashed towards Chloe and sealed his arms around her neck. That doesn't sound good. Wait, sealed his arms around her neck? That sounds like he's choking her out right now. That's the most unexpected development there is. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a hug. But my mental image right now is, Chloe, I'll kill you. Plot twist. In the first seconds of this heartwarming moment, Chloe's face turned entirely red and her eyes started widening. Like this. Quickly enough, though, her shyness turned to recomfort. Recomfort? Okay, I'm guessing she got okay with it and she started choking fucking Uraraka right back. How dare you try to choke me? How endearing. But you know, Uraraka, not everything is ruined. This afternoon, I have been teaching Chloe how to prepare the perfect tea. Chloe's dead. Either Uraraka or Chloe is dead. Let's be real, guys. Someone is going to be dead very soon. In the end, we have filled 2 bottles with oolong tea and sakurayu. What a better dessert than tea to help digestion. What a great suggestion. That rhymes with digestion. I'm all for this suggestion. I mean, this idea. Fucking, this will spare us from your worn out, dusty pocket tea bags. What fucking pocket tea bags, dude? Stop teasing me in my old pocket tea bags, dude. Bro, are those tea bags supposed to be a sexual innuendo? Honestly, at this point, who knows? No, not really. They're talking about real tea bags, but I think that this may have turned into an inside joke. And hell with those tea bags. I want to eat now. Well, then let's officialize the opening of our picnic.
Yes.
Let's feast. And to the cheers of a good meal, everyone started filling their plates. Cordiality was reigning serenely, and the pleasant relevance of food was filling our hearts with comfort. God, I wish I knew what most of these words meant. And for a brief moment, I could almost feel a gentle wind blowing and the warmth of the sun caressing my face. God, everything is so nice and happy. I'm glad nothing bad's gonna happen, guys. I suppose happiness was causing my mind to hallucinate. But I would have liked this moment of pure enjoyment not to be nothing more than a short escape from our dreadful situation. True. Now that I'm stuffed, I feel all drowsy. I wonder why, though. I think it's because, depending on the type of food you consume, your body produces serotonin, which induces some nom 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 nom. It usually happens in foods that are rich in protein and carbohydrates, baby. Then give your karage, which is randomly capitalized, to Jojo so that he could sleep well tonight. I didn't say it would help. I didn't say it would help you have a better slumber, but you can take it. I wasn't planning to eat it anyway. You never eat meat, Sasahara? No, never. But it's a matter of choice and necessity. Firstly, because I don't want to eat a dead animal. But also because my body cannot digest it properly. I always get, you know, diarrhea, severe flatulence. Good grief, how unappetizing. Tell that to those tactless dorks. Alright then, I suggest we leave Sasahara's gastric issues aside. Hey! So that we can start serving the tea and fucking put your goddamn pocket tea bags back in your pocket where they belong. What is it, Chloe? I had a little surprise for the girls. Not very fair for us gentlemen. What is this surprise, Chloe? Do you remember when I asked you what were your favorite colors? I don't remember her ever asking me this question. I might have just had a short-term memory. I don't remember this either. Wait, do I? I kind of do remember this. I don't know. I've made some yukatas specifically crafted for each one of you girls. Yay! You did? Brilliant. I have not been wearing one since the last time I went to a festival at Choo Choo. You shouldn't have bothered yourself with this much, Chloe. Please try them. I was really happy to make them as gifts for you. Are you guys going to change right here? In the middle of the greenhouse? As soon as she uttered her last word, Chloe took a box that she had meticulously hidden behind a bush and started taking robes out of it. She first handed a lavender-colored one to Amane. Even from afar, I could easily notice the beautiful details and the glimmery texture of the fabric. Why am I saving again? I don't. That's very sus. Are these yukatas of death? Or was it Yutaka or Yukata? I can't remember now. I think it's Yukata. At the instant Chloe gave the last yukata, yeah, all the other girls and I started walking out of the room, giggling playfully, to change into our new outfits and comb our hair, specifically. And I had never really experienced this sort of activity. This is rather new to me. It's new to me too, because I don't think I've ever done this before. But I truly enjoyed it, and even if I felt a little bit awkward at first, here it comes, guys. Hey! Whoa, Chloe's hair is out properly. She looks so different with her. Whoa. Wait, hold up. Are y'all seeing this, Yuzuki, dude? She's fucking hot. I think I picked a good best girl, which means she's gonna die. Also, there's something else I also just recently noticed about what's her name? Fujita? Her hair is really long. Her hair, she actually stuffs her hair into her jacket and then it like sticks out the bottom of her jacket. It's a very interesting character design. Why is she wearing glasses all of a sudden though? She wasn't always wearing glasses, was she? Also, yeah, I agree, Uraraka. Yep, true. Whoa! It's so soft to the touch. It is. What a delicacy for the fingertips. Chloe, I could not imagine that you were this proficient at tailoring. I'm not. But thank you very much. Do you like it too, Yuzuki? I do. Thank you very much, Chloe. Even Yuzuki seems happy about it. Man, if only Yoneno was here to be in a yukata as well. Feels bad, man. Even Yuzuki seems happy about it. She's even acting rather clumsily. Who knew that under the rock-hard shell there was a tender heart of a young woman? Every single detail seems to have been conceived with so much thought. I just made it with your favorite color. What about us boys? Where are yukatas, huh? You get to enjoy gazing at us. Tee. True. That's what Uraraka's already doing, though. We must admit it after all. You ladies are looking astonishingly charming. The definitions of the definitions of pulchritude. Well, it specifically said the definitions of it, so I think it's really important that I look this up. Define pulchritude. Beauty. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Good one. But you should all get back into your normal clothes. Tea is going to be served. What did I say about your goddamn pocket tea bags? It would be a shame if you were to spill some of it on those beautiful... Now it sounds like even more of an innuendo if you talk about accidentally spilling shit on their clothing and your fucking pocket tea bags. Chloe, I hope you will permit me to keep this sublime yukata. My heart has grown fond of it. It's a gift. Now you girls have your present packed up. Here comes the tea. Fucking... Your first cup obviously goes to our dear and generous picnic host, Chloe. Thank you. But this was nothing special. Hey y'all, Scott here. With all this cheesiness, I've got a question in mind. Since we've known each other for a while before forgetting everything, how close do you think we were back then? Interesting question indeed. We were most likely all getting along perfectly well, just like now. That's probably false. Perhaps there were even a few lovers too. That's possible. You think so? It's highly probable, right? How sad it would be to forget such deep bonds of love. Anything is possible at this point. However, now that the reasons behind our bygone fellowship have been erased by our memory loss, only this disastrous misadventure remains as the main link between our connections. Behind our connections. I don't think so personally. I really prefer to believe that despite our amnesia, we've all remained friends because deep down inside of us, our hearts still remember about our forgotten friendship. Fujita? Or to Jack, hello? Hey, Fujita! Huh? Are you alright? You seem lost in the clouds. Everyone's talking, but you don't seem to be listening to any of them. Sorry, Sasahara, I was just thinking. Can I sit here? Of course. There's no name. I think that means it's not reserved for anybody. So what's on your mind? It's a bit odd seeing Sasahara being concerned for someone else. How would I know? I barely know the guy. Just a few things. I'm just looking at them and retrospectively at myself too. I've been fully enjoying this picnic. We're all happy-go-lucky at the moment, but it feels like we're hoping that this will change what's going to happen tomorrow, and it definitely will not make any difference. And in the end, I also feel like I might be the only one who's overthinking everything once again. Less or more or less. But the truth is, your reaction is very appropriate. Why is that? I don't think anyone is genuinely happy right now. In fact, they're most likely all thinking about tomorrow too. They're probably thinking about every single second that's passing by. It's pretty ironic how you spend so much time with them and yet you're unable to notice their blatant denial. Denial? What denial? Yes, denial. They're using a defense mechanism. It's their own way of coping with the situation. After all, it's very difficult to face death. Our entire life. We know that we will have to encounter our doom someday, but we choose to ignore it and fully blossom into a fool's paradise instead. When your final day is approaching, then you have no choice but to see it slowly coming for you. You cannot help it but to be haunted with a dreary feeling of apprehension. Most people cannot really confront it with bravery. I don't really care personally. It's scary, sure, but it simply has to happen. I don't believe in the afterlife, so to me, death is a state of nothingness. If there's nothing after death, then why be scared of nothing? Like it says, it's nothing. It cannot evoke any emotion, fear, or anything whatsoever. I didn't see it in that perspective, but I guess it all depends on your own beliefs. There are many factors, I guess. Fear's a factor too. Oh no, not the puppet again. Does it really have to ruin everything? I said, fear is a factor too. Would you mind speaking louder? We can hardly hear you on the TV, Dokuroku. I said, fear is a factor too. God, are you deaf? You're literally walking arguments for birth control. Wow. Fancy hearing an opinion that no one has been asking for. Got him! It's ludicrous how you feel the need to assert your presence whenever we spend a good moment. Well, I want to participate. My screen time is becoming less and less significant. Maybe because nobody enjoys your presence. If you like yourself, the world will like you too. Just fucking get out of our sight already. You're wasting Chloe's picnic. Alright. Just a little reminder that you should go to bed early this evening. Tomorrow we'll be proceeding with the second mind hack, and I really don't want any latecomer in the octagon. So wake up early. If you're planning to host a second mind hack, this has to mean that Yorano didn't have the unlocking memory, did she? Well, duh, she didn't. Do you mean to say that you killed Uroha for nothing? I can't see the future, you nincompoop. How could I guess it wasn't her who had it? You fuck. How do you choose what who you want to mind hack exactly? I use my records of your past doings, or I try to follow my instinct. Your defective instinct has had Iroha dead. I'm sure the second one will be the owner of the unlocking memory. I can sense it. He's trying to first try it. He's literally me, but evil. So basically me. Me. Now we have to go. Now have a good night, blockheads, and enjoy your picnic. No meal is as flavorful as the last meal. Kya, kya, kya. As predicted, no heart was spared from Dokuroku's insidious negativity, but what was meant to be the highlight of those last few days once again withered into grim circumstances. Luckily enough, the evening was calmer than I had initially anticipated. I mean, expected. Damn, I'm just like putting in my own words at this point. Just a few people found the will to stay in the greenhouse and keep the fun activities going. Takatsugu, Amane, Uraka, and Chloe seem to have started a role-playing game. They're all seemingly creating fictive character profiles. Takatsugu kindly suggested me to join to them. Just like take a fucking joint to go, I have 420, man. But I don't have the heart to take part of it. I'd rather go back to my room. Not cool. The others didn't want to play with us. I'm sure you'll want to play with us if I insist, right? No. Oh, come on, Fujita. No one besides me knows the rules, and I want to play too. I want to play too. I don't want to be the master. I'll help you with your character and give you some advice on how to win. I could say okay. Okay. Let's do it. Actually, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Just a short game then, okay? Cool! A short game campaign then. Okay, am I playing D&D? I started playing with Uraraka, Chloe, Amane, and Takatsugu due to his insistent demand. I don't think I understood much of the game, but I know the campaign lasted longer than I expected. Great! That was a secret. Now I'm so close with... I'm so happy how well this picnic unfolded. However, I don't want to sound mean, but Dokuroku really settled a cold. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know what that means. You really feel mean saying this? This thing is vicious and causes harm. You don't have to worry about insulting it. Maybe, but I just don't want to... All I know is I'm so grateful for having all of you. I've always wanted to take place in a hanami, but I never quite had the opportunity, so I'm happy now. I'm glad you were satisfied at the picnic. It was a good last picnic, am I right, Chloe? I really smiled a good moment thanks to your idea. Hey, Amane, what are you doing all the way over there? I have finally written my profile for the game. I am Jack Randa. Jack Randa? The Warlock, also known as the Prowler at the Threshold. What is it that... Oh, he's a young man, but his potential is no longer to prove. Not disclosed to anyone else, but I decided my alignment would secretly be chaotic neutral. Fucking... Of course you'd go... Of course the first character you'd make is chaotic neutral, so you can do whatever the fuck you want, piss everyone off. That's exactly how I play D&D too. Aren't you already chaotic neutral? True. Overall, Chloe seems very happy. Wait, did he just say Chloe-seranga or something? He said something about Chloe, didn't he? I usually don't really pay attention to the Japanese text, the Japanese sayings, because, you know, I don't really understand them, except for like ara and stuff like that. Or sugoi! I'm pretty happy too. Everyone ate everything. I think you and I both nailed it. Ippo. I don't remember what that means. I thought we would have some leftovers for tomorrow's lunch, but nothing's left. Not even a few appetizers for the game. Don't worry, there's gonna be one less mouth to feed. These guys are really just gonna play D&D until they die in real life. Dude, wouldn't it be funny if they're playing D&D and then one of them their character dies and then they get mind hacked immediately? Wouldn't that be hilarious, guys? What a good time that would be for everybody. Anyways, where the heck did Yuzuki go? Did you just go start researching? Nope. Oh man, are they gonna kill Yuzuki out of nowhere? Dude, I would be so mad. Yuzuki's so hot, dude. I don't want Yuzuki to die. That's a completely logical reason for not wanting someone to die, right guys? It's not shallow at all, come on. Anyone in the cafeteria hanging out? After our damn, they're just going for a second round of food? Anybody that crazy? I don't think so. All right. I scared the hell out of myself by pressing that button. I thought I like broke something. How do I get out of here? I also moved at the same time of pressing that button, so I just like did everything. I was so worried I was about to crash. Speaking of which, that's a good reminder, myself. Good time to save. Yep. All right, let's just go. Is anybody here? Nobody? Okay. Anybody here? Nobody? Okay. Yuzuki? Are you in your room? Yuzuki? Yuzuki's not opening. I should come back later. Where'd she go? I didn't mean to knock again. Wait. I actually want to see Yuzuki. Where'd she go? She's not just gone, is she? I feel like I'm missing some good dialogue if I miss out on her. Everyone else is not here. Sasahara might be back in his room. Knock! Not opening either. Are they sitting around somewhere or are they just gone? Where did I not check? The pool lounge? I guess that's like the only place I didn't check. I'm kind of curious now. Where the fuck are these guys? Or maybe they're just ignoring me. They're just sitting in their rooms not saying anything. Dude, no one ever needs to use the bathroom, man. Everyone here has like bladders of steel. You know, I'm just gonna go to my bed. I don't think it's worth looking for Yuzuki anymore. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Let's go. Let's fucking see who dies, alright? Why don't we do that? Off to bed. I don't feel like lazing around tonight. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fall asleep fast. And I was not wrong. For a long while, I could feel the hours passing by without leaving a trace. My perception on time was very confused, and I didn't seem to be leaving any hint on where I was standing on this linear path. It's like if time was pursuing its course while I was standing still. I was able to feel it, see it racing, and I could even follow it, but it was seemingly not part of it. I was just witnessing it as a bystander. Luckily enough, I still had my body functions to guide me. I knew what time it was when I needed to rest. Consequently, my mind started to drift away slowly. My eyes were softly closing themselves, and my muscles were relaxing, and soon enough, fatigue sent me into the arms of Morpheus. Who? From Matrix? That night seemed to be prone to a lot of nightmares, scary ones, anxiety-inducing ones, dark ones, sad ones. But in the midst of all those nightly disturbances, a warm imagery started to unveil itself. I was finally able to recollect another lost memory. Really? What happened? It feels fuzzy and reassuring. Hey, I know that voice! That voice, I recognize it. It's... She's so hot! Iroha. So, what you planning for tonight, Anju? My parents want me to be early at home this evening. We're receiving some family members. That's what it's like to have a family, huh? Well, never mind then. Since I'll be on my own, I'll have to use the P and Orin plan. Porn. Oh, popcorn and porn. Gotcha. You're not spending the night with that guy? No way. Okay, there's someone who regularly watches this series who's a huge fan of Yoneno. They're gonna be very happy when they get here. A friend told me he saw him with another girl at the cinema. I was about to hang out with a two-timing scumbag. Seek more quietly. People are looking at us. Who cares? BTW to you now. Has Kanakogi managed to retrieve that paper from the council chamber? I don't think so. I heard Sasahara was upset about not having that paper yet. Yeah, but it's pretty well guarded. You'd even need a pass card to open the door. That's why we're lucky we're having Kanakogi in our team. The more I experience these memory retrievals, the weirder the sensation seems to get. It seemed like Iroha and I were friends back then. In the end, Takatsugu was probably not that wrong. Maybe our hearts still remember our forgotten bonds. What was that paper Kanakogi had to retrieve? It also seems like our group was already founded at the time. It doesn't seem like this memory was very useful after all, besides making me feel a bit sadder. I think it was pretty useful. Ahem? It's already the morning? Someone's dead then.
Huh?
The morning? Oh no. It's a second mind hack, but I'm still alive. I don't know if I should be thankful or not. In a rush, I started... Dude, this music is like in one of my ears. Only my right ear. It's kind of weird. In a rush, I started dressing up and brushing my teeth before heading out of my room in haste. But as my hand was getting closer to grabbing the doorknob, I stood frozen in place. I remember having that same hesitation on the morning of the first mind hack. Should I stay aside and stay hidden in ignorance cowardly, or should I move forward courageously? 3 mornings after asking myself this enigma, I was still unable to find an answer or even guess what my heart truly desired besides my obligations. It was no time for doubts and existential with the C questions. I had to step out and witness the development of this dire day. I had no other option anyway. Let's go. New morning! Yeah, no. I'm not going to screw you guys over. We're going to see who died before anything else. We're going to see who died before I end the episode. Let's go. Let's figure it out, guys. Open the damn door. Good morning, everyone. Okay, you're alive. There's no such thing as a good morning in this place.
Yeah.
Good grief, dear. Showing a cold shoulder at such grievous time is not necessarily helpful. Good morning, Fujita. Good morning, Fujita. Another day alive. Yeah, I guess so. Chloe, Uraraka, and Sasahara in here yet. I'm growing worried. I'm pretty sure it's Chloe or Uraraka. One of those two is going to make the most tragic death right now. For Sasahara, I guess it might be once again because of his ill habit to be always late, but then, unknowingly, I started trying to pull off my fingernail out of anxiety. Ow. Why do we even have to come and wait in this room? Puff, puff. Chloe? Okay, so Chloe's alive, but uh-oh. Please. Help me now. Chloe's screech resonated throughout the entire room, probably even beyond. I could feel my whole body being covered in goosebumps from hearing such a soft-spoken girl pursue such a loud and raspy cry for help. Oh my, Chloe! What's wrong? Yuto! Everyone, follow Chloe. Well, guys, what did I say? He's here. My body started to tense up. We were all standing in front of Uraraka's door, frozen by a crippling sensation of dread. It was a cat-in-the-box paradox, but this time, nobody wanted to open the box and observe what was the fate of the cat. Life and death were intertwined, dancing in a clashing waltz. I didn't want to become certain. I didn't want to witness it. But did we even have the choice? Here it is, everybody. What did I say? Yep. Wait. Oh yeah, that's the same eye. Same eye. Yep, there it is. Yuto! No! Chloe's shriek broke the silence like a hammer shattering ice. She first dropped to her knees next to Uraraka's body before standing up, still crying all the water in her body, and running away at full speed. I wanted to reach out for her, but my body was not allowing me to move yet.
Oh.
Poor fellow. Uraraka, not another victim. It was extremely painful to look at his face, and I could still remember him smiling the day before. My heart was aching and anguish was suffusing my entire body. However, I knew what to expect and I had mentally prepared myself for it. It was not a horrible surprise anymore. It was a tragedy. Well then, Uraraka, you two happens to be the host chosen for the second mind hack. You're really taking a vicious pleasure out of this. Don't make it sound like you're surprised to discover a body. You were all well aware what was going to happen. Don't act playfully when there's a... Something has just touched...
Huh?
Fujita. Yuzuki? Sorry for pulling you out of this room so abruptly, but quick. The door security system has been broken again and Dokuroku is busy talking. Let's go to Yoneno's room. But... Hurry! It's no sun, but I cannot lazy around. Laze. The door is open as expected. Puff. Okay, this episode's been going long enough. I gotta end the episode here. I'm sorry. I know there's gonna be more happening right now, but I think before we get another info dump of things happening in Yone's room, we're gonna have to wait until the next episode. Sorry, guys. I know. I just want to let you guys not be screwed over by the anticipation of who died. But it was Yuto. I'm a bit happy that it wasn't Chloe, but I knew it was gonna be at least one of them. Just make it as most tragic as possible. So what do you guys think about that? The second mind hack has happened. Someone else is dead. How many more people can die in this? I have no idea. I have no idea how long this game is, honestly. But anyways, I hope you guys are all having a great day. Maybe not as much anymore if Uraraka is your favorite character. But other than that, leave a like down below if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, See you guys in the next video. See ya.